All right, this is one that's close to my heart because this is at the center of my teaching. It says, Jamie, what's the best way to support? I'm confused. Do I suck the stomach in? Do I push it out? Do I push it down? Or do I do nothing at all? Well, for me, I've tried all of these from various coaches. I used to suck in the stomach because I thought I was singing from the diaphragm. Well, let me tell you something. Can't sing from the diaphragm. The diaphragm is used, it expands downwards. That's why the belly should expand when you breathe naturally instead of raising your shoulders. That makes a vacuum in the lungs to pull in the air, or let it draw it in, not really pull it in, but just, fill them. And you want the air to come out slowly. You don't want to force that diaphragm back up so you use too much air, which will irritate the vocal cords. So when I suck my stomach in, forces too much air out. When I push my stomach straight out, at least for me, it feels like I put too much pressure and I force too much air out. When I don't support it all, it just feels really funny. What I do is I push straight down like I'm going to the restroom whenever I teach, whenever I sing. When I'm speaking to you right now, I'm pushing down. And I'm not grunting, I'm not forcing the sound. It's not that. It's a gentle thing that just keeps the diaphragm in check so I don't use too much air. Now, let's say I do a siren. I'll do a 2-octave siren. And I'm not going to support. I'm not going to do anything. This is what happens for me. It goes, yeah. There's no support. I can't keep the chords together. The air just comes through loosely and just they're going like they're flapping in the wind, so it breaks. But when I push down, it stays together fluidly. Now remember, my break point was D sharp E, and I slid up to a G. There was no break there because that break point, it's just a gear change. It's like when you're shifting gears in a standard transmission. You're driving down the road, first it's kind of clunky, but you get used to smoothing it out until it's effortless and you can't even tell you're switching gears. That's what we got to do. By building our vocal muscles, we learn to shift those gears between that gear change and everything stays connected. It helps a lot when you have true breath support. It'll keep that vocal cord connection in check so that everything is one fluid, flawless voice. Learn more at buildabettervoice.com/YouTube.